Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that resonates deeply with those who strive to achieve greatness, those who push boundaries, and those who refuse to be ordinary. The concept of a lion mentality. A lion is not the largest animal in the jungle. It's not the fastest, not the strongest. And yet, when the lion walks into the clearing, everything changes. The lion commands respect not because of its size, but because of its presence. That presence stems from one thing, its mentality. The lion doesn't second guess its actions or dwell on its inadequacies. It doesn't look at the elephant and think, I'm too small to take it down. It doesn't stare at the cheetah and lament its lack of speed. The lion knows what it is, and that self-knowledge is its power. It focuses on what it can do, not on what it cannot. Now, think about that for a moment. How often do we as human beings get caught in the web of our insecurities? How often do we hesitate, paralyzed by self-doubt, because we're too focused on the obstacles rather than the opportunities? The lion mentality is the antidote to that hesitation. It's the mindset that says, I may not have all the advantages, but I will act with conviction nonetheless. A lion doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't ask the jungle, is it okay if I go after what I want? It goes after it because it understands that life rewards those who are bold enough to pursue what they desire. And isn't it the essence of ambition? To step into the chaos, to confront the challenges head on, and to emerge stronger, more capable, and more formidable than you were before. But let me be clear, having a lion mentality is not about arrogance or aggression. It's about clarity and purpose. It's about understanding your role in the vast, complex ecosystem of life and embracing it fully. The lion doesn't waste energy pretending to be something it's not. It doesn't chase every distraction or engage in battles that don't matter. It knows when to attack, when to retreat, and when to rest. This is where discipline comes in. A lion doesn't hunt every day. It conserves its energy for the right moment. Similarly, we must learn to channel our efforts strategically. Not every battle is worth fighting, and not every opportunity is worth pursuing. The lion mentality is about discernment, knowing where to invest your energy to maximize your impact. Another critical element is resilience. The lion doesn't always succeed in its hunt. There are days when it chases and comes up empty. But does it give up? No. Failure is not the end, it's part of the process. Each attempt, successful or not, is a lesson. The lion doesn't internalize failure as a reflection of its worth. It learns, adapts, and tries again. And perhaps most importantly, the lion mentality is about leadership. The lion's roar is not just a call to itself, it's a signal to the rest of the jungle. It says, I am here. I will not be ignored. Leadership is not about dominance or control, it's about inspiring those around you to rise to the occasion. It's about setting a standard through your actions, your discipline, and your courage. So, how do we cultivate this mentality in our own lives? First, we must confront our fears. The lion is not fearless, it feels fear but acts in spite of it. Fear is not a barrier, it's a signal, a call to action. Second, we must take responsibility. The lion doesn't blame the weather, the terrain, or its prey. It owns its reality and takes decisive action within it. And finally, we must believe in our own power. The lion doesn't wait for external validation. It acts because it knows its worth. The world is a jungle. It's unpredictable, chaotic, and often unforgiving. But within that chaos lies opportunity to grow, to lead, to succeed. The lion mentality is not just a way of thinking, it's a way of being. It's a commitment to yourself and to the life you want to create. So I urge you, step into the clearing. Own your presence. Roar with purpose. And embrace the mindset that turns obstacles into opportunities, doubt into determination, and fear into fuel. Because the jungle doesn't reward the timid. It rewards the bold. The lion's dominance in the jungle does not stem from its size, strength, or speed, but from its profound self-awareness and its ability to focus on its strengths. It does not waste time lamenting the traits it lacks. Instead, it operates from a place of unshakable confidence in its unique abilities, channeling its energy into what it does best. This perspective is an essential lesson for us as individuals navigating the complexities of life. In a world filled with comparisons and external pressures, it's easy to lose sight of our inherent value. Many of us focus disproportionately on our shortcomings, constantly comparing ourselves to others who appear to have advantages we do not. This mindset breeds insecurity and paralysis, holding us back from taking meaningful action. However, the lion shows us that success is not about being the strongest or the fastest. It's about understanding who you are and embracing that fully. The lion doesn't try to outrun a cheetah or overpower an elephant head-on. Instead, it uses strategy adaptability, and focus to achieve its goals. Self-awareness is the foundation of this mindset. It requires us to take an honest look at ourselves, not to criticize or diminish, but to understand what are our strengths. What unique abilities do we bring to the table? This process is not about creating an inflated sense of self-importance, but about grounding ourselves in reality. When we acknowledge our strengths, we can approach challenges with clarity and confidence, knowing we have what it takes to overcome them. Equally important is the ability to block out distractions. The lion does not waste time chasing every animal in the jungle. It doesn't pursue what doesn't serve its purpose. Similarly, we must learn to prioritize. We live in a world of endless options and opportunities, but not all of them align with our strengths or lead us closer to our goals. Focusing on our unique capabilities means saying no to distractions and doubling down on the paths where we can make the greatest impact. This mindset also shifts how we view others. Instead of envying their advantages, we can begin to appreciate their strengths without undermining our own. A lion doesn't feel inferior when it encounters a faster animal. It doesn't engage in futile comparisons. Instead, it stays grounded in its identity, trusting its skills and instincts to navigate its environment. Similarly, when we cultivate self-awareness, we stop seeing life as a competition to be better than others and start seeing it as an opportunity to excel in our own unique way. At its core, the lion's approach teaches us the power of self-trust. When you know your strengths and commit to them, you radiate confidence. This confidence isn't loud or boastful. It's a quiet, resolute belief in your ability to face challenges. That kind of presence rooted in self-awareness commands respect. The jungle doesn't respond to a lion because of its size alone. It responds to its unwavering conviction. By focusing on our strengths and embracing who we truly are, we too can create this powerful presence. The lion operates with decisiveness and unwavering conviction, a trait that sets it apart from others in the animal kingdom. It doesn't second-guess its choices or hesitate when opportunities arise. This ability to act with purpose and clarity is a hallmark of what we call a lion mentality. In our own lives, adopting this approach means learning to make decisions confidently and pursuing them with a focused determination unshaken by doubt or external influences. Hesitation is a silent thief of opportunity. How often do we find ourselves overanalyzing a situation, weighing every possible outcome, and questioning whether we're capable of what we set out to do? This mental loop creates paralysis where opportunities slip away simply because we failed to act. The lion doesn't operate this way. When it identifies a target, it moves. It doesn't sit around questioning whether the timing is perfect or whether it has the resources to succeed. It trusts its instincts and commits fully to its actions. This decisiveness is critical in life. While preparation and planning are important, there comes a point where overthinking becomes a barrier and action becomes the only way forward. Decisiveness is not about rushing blindly into situations. It's about clarity of purpose. The lion knows what it is hunting and why. It doesn't waste energy chasing animals it cannot catch or engaging in futile pursuits. Similarly, in our lives, purpose must guide action. When we have a clear sense of what we want to achieve, decisions become simpler. Clarity eliminates unnecessary distractions and gives us the confidence to move forward, even in the face of uncertainty. Without a clear purpose, we risk becoming aimless, wandering through life without direction or progress. Acting with purpose also requires a certain degree of courage. To make a decision and commit to it means accepting the possibility of failure. The lion, when it hunts, knows there's no guarantee of success. It may miss its target. It may expend energy with no reward. But it acts anyway because hesitation ensures nothing. This is a profound lesson. Action, even if imperfect, moves us forward. Inaction, driven by fear or doubt, guarantees stagnation. When we embrace a decisive mindset, we also learn to take responsibility for our choices. The lion doesn't blame the environment, the weather, or its prey if the hunt fails. It adjusts, learns, and tries again. This ownership is a critical part of purposeful action. To act decisively means to understand that the outcomes, whether success or failure, are ours to own. This is not a burden, but a liberating truth because it puts the power squarely in our hands in a world that often rewards those who wait for the perfect moment. The lion teaches us that the perfect moment rarely exists. Waiting too long often leads to lost opportunities. Decisiveness, rooted in purpose and courage, is what allows us to create momentum and seize opportunities before they pass us by. The jungle rewards the bold. The lion's success in the wild is not a result of reckless energy or constant effort, but a disciplined, strategic approach to its environment. It knows when to rest, when to conserve energy, and when to strike. This principle of disciplined focus offers a profound lesson for how we navigate our own lives. In a world that often glorifies endless hustle and being perpetually busy, The lion mentality reminds us that not every opportunity is worth pursuing, not every battle is worth fighting, and not every moment requires action. Success is not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most with precision and intent. The lion doesn't chase every animal it sees. It doesn't waste energy on pursuits that are unlikely to yield a reward. Instead, it carefully selects its targets based on the circumstances, ensuring that its effort aligns with a high chance of success. This level of discernment is key to living strategically. Many of us expend enormous amounts of energy chasing every opportunity or tackling every problem that comes our way, only to find ourselves depleted and frustrated. To operate with a lion mentality is to prioritize. It's about identifying the goals and tasks that truly matter and directing your energy there, rather than spreading yourself thin across countless pursuits. Discipline is the cornerstone of this approach. It's what allows the lion to wait for the right moment rather than acting impulsively. In our lives, discipline helps us resist the urge to chase distractions or indulge in instant gratification. It keeps us focused on long-term goals, even when the immediate rewards are tempting. Discipline also requires us to be deliberate in how we use our time and energy. Just as the lion doesn't waste its strength on fruitless chases, we must be careful not to waste our resources on activities or relationships that don't align with our values or ambitions. Strategic discipline also means knowing when to step back and recharge. The lion spends much of its time resting, conserving energy for when it's truly needed. This is not laziness, efficiency. As humans, we often feel pressure to be constantly productive, equating busyness with success. But without rest and reflection, we risk burnout. The lion teaches us that rest is not a weakness, it's a vital part of preparation. To perform at our best, we must allow ourselves time to recover and refocus. Another key aspect of this mentality is the ability to adapt. The lion doesn't rigidly follow a single strategy. It assesses the environment, the movement of its prey, and other factors before deciding how to act. Similarly, we must remain flexible in our approach. Strategic discipline is not about sticking to a rigid plan at all costs. It's about being intentional while staying open to change. It's about making calculated decisions based on the situation at hand, rather than reacting impulsively or stubbornly clinging to a predefined course. Ultimately, the lion's disciplined focus ensures that its efforts yield the greatest possible reward. It acts only when the conditions are right, and when it does, it commits fully. This balance of restraint and decisiveness is what makes the lion a powerful symbol of success. By embracing this mentality, we too can channel our energy into what truly matters, avoiding the distractions and inefficiencies that so often derail progress. Discipline is not a limitation, it's a tool that empowers us to achieve our goals with precision and purpose. The lion's approach to failure is one of its most remarkable traits. Despite its strength, skill, and strategy, the lion doesn't succeed in every hunt. There are days when it expends energy chasing prey only to come up empty, yet it doesn't retreat into despair or give up on its next opportunity. The lion understands that failure is not a reflection of its worth, but an inevitable part of the process. This resilience, the ability to face setbacks, learn from them, and try again, is a cornerstone of the lion mentality and a critical lesson for anyone striving to achieve greatness in life. Failure is often misunderstood. Many of us see it as an endpoint, a definitive judgment on our abilities or potential. We allow it to paralyze us, to make us question whether we're capable or deserving of success. But failure, in its essence, is simply feedback. It's a natural byproduct of effort, of stepping into the unknown and attempting something that stretches our limits. The lion doesn't internalize failure as a sign that it is incapable. It recognizes it as part of the journey. Every missed opportunity provides valuable information about timing, strategy, or approach that informs its future attempts. Resilience, then, is not about ignoring failure, but about embracing it as a necessary step toward success. The lion doesn't fear failure because it doesn't attach its sense of identity to the outcome of a single hunt. In our lives, we often tie our self-worth to external achievements, which makes every failure feel personal and devastating. But when we shift our perspective to see failure as a teacher rather than a verdict, we free ourselves to keep moving forward. The lion mentality reminds us that the real danger lies not in failing, but in giving up altogether. Another powerful aspect of resilience is adaptability. The lion doesn't repeat the same mistakes or stubbornly stick to a single strategy when it doesn't work. If its prey evades it, the lion adjusts, changing its timing, approach, or target. This ability to adapt is crucial in life. Resilience isn't about blindly pushing through obstacles, it's about learning, evolving, improving with every attempt. Failure becomes a stepping stone when we use it to refine our skills, expand our understanding, and prepare for future challenges. Resilience also requires persistence. The lion doesn't stop hunting after one unsuccessful attempt. It understands that consistency is key. In life, success often demands repeated effort, even in the face of discouragement. Each setback is an opportunity to prove our commitment to our goals. The lion's unwavering determination serves as a reminder that perseverance is often what separates those who succeed from those who fall short. Finally, the lion mentality teaches us to maintain perspective. Just as one failed hunt doesn't define the lion's capabilities, a single setback doesn't define ours. The lion's confidence is rooted in its overall competence and strength, not in the outcome of any single moment. Similarly, we must remember that failure is temporary, while our potential is enduring. The lion's resilience is a testament to the power of persistence, adaptability, and perspective. By facing failure head-on and refusing to let it deter us, we develop the strength to overcome challenges and achieve our goals. Resilience is not about avoiding failure, but about using it to fuel growth and progress. When we embody this mindset, we transform every setback into an opportunity to rise stronger and more determined than before. The lion's roar is its declaration of presence, a signal to the jungle that it cannot be ignored. This roar is not merely a display of dominance, but an embodiment of leadership. The lion, as a leader, does not demand respect through intimidation, but commands it through its actions, confidence, and composure. This aspect of the lion mentality offers a profound lesson in leadership and influence. True leadership is not about control or coercion. It's about inspiring others to recognize and rise to their potential through your example. The lion is aware of its role within the ecosystem. It doesn't try to mimic the behavior of other animals or second-guess its position. It leads by embodying its nature fully, unapologetically embracing what it is. This authenticity is a cornerstone of effective leadership. People are drawn to leaders who are grounded, who know themselves, and who act with clarity of purpose. When you lead from a place of authenticity, you create an atmosphere of trust and respect where others feel safe to follow your vision. Leadership is not about noise or spectacle, it's about presence. The lion doesn't need to prove itself constantly to the jungle. Its mere presence communicates authority and strength in our lives. This translates to leading by example. Words alone are not enough, our actions must align with our values and intentions. Whether in a professional setting, a family, or a community, people look to leaders who demonstrate consistency, integrity, and courage. Leadership is not about commanding people to follow, it's about living in a way that inspires them to do so willingly. Another critical aspect of the lion's leadership is its ability to balance power with responsibility. The lion doesn't dominate the jungle out of arrogance or selfishness. Its actions are purposeful, ensuring the survival of its pride and maintaining the balance of its ecosystem. Similarly, true leadership is not self-serving. It's about creating an environment where others can thrive. This means making decisions that benefit the collective, even when those decisions are difficult. It means putting the needs of the group above personal gain, understanding that a leader's role is to serve, not to rule. The lion's leadership also reflects calmness under pressure. In moments of conflict or challenge, the lion doesn't panic or act rashly. It remains composed, assessing the situation before making a move. This calm confidence is a hallmark of great leadership. When leaders remain steady in the face of adversity, they instill confidence in those around them. They show that challenges can be met with reason and resolve rather than fear and then chaos. Perhaps most importantly, the lion's leadership is rooted in empowerment. It doesn't carry the jungle on its shoulders alone. It leads its pride, fostering collaboration and ensuring that each member contributes to the collective strength. This teaches us that leadership is not about doing everything yourself, but about lifting others up and helping them realize their potential. Empowering those around you creates a ripple effect of strength and confidence that extends far beyond your immediate sphere of influence. The lion's roar is a symbol of influence, but its true leadership lies in how it carries itself and nurtures its environment. Leadership is about setting the tone through presence, authenticity, and service, and inspiring others to rise to their best. By adopting this mindset, we can lead not through force, but through example, creating a legacy of strength, purpose, and collective success.